When you have a 40-year career, there's a lot of stuff that's said about you and a lot of the co-workers who cross your path.
John is sharing some special moments while talking about perceptions others have of him and what's next for him and his family after retirement.
Well, the number one thing that used to kill me was people used to always be afraid of me and think I was intense and not approachable and all that. And luckily, because of social media, where I can be transparent, and because I do a lot of radio, on radio, people get to hear the real you. Because of those two things now, I think people have a pretty good leverage on exactly what I'm like. I had a news director in this market tell me one day, social media has completely changed your brand. People have finally gotten to see the real you, the grandpa, the fisherman, the guy that has family values and values the little things in life, who is approachable. Happiest I've ever been in my whole career, this sounds so crazy, was when I was on Sunrise. I get in at 3, we go on here at 4:30, and that period from 3 to 4, 3 to 4:15, reading over the scripts with people I adore and love, seeing the crazy stuff going on in the world and talking and laughing and thinking and arguing about all the stuff going on surrounded by people you love. That was my favorite stint, my favorite portion of any shift, any job I've ever had. Okay, so during Sunrise, we used to go out in the weather garden, and Brian had the great idea one day for all of us to get a little kiddie pool, and it was so hot. That was the theme of the coverage, and so I rolled up my pant legs, and we all dipped our feet in the kiddie pool, and I thought it went pretty well until I started getting feedback on social media that it looked like I had pantyhose on, because my legs were so tan that it looked like I had pantyhose on. And I thought, you got to be kidding me. And then I looked at the pictures and I'm like, whoa, that looks like I have pantyhose on. You know what really means the most to me is I've had a couple people who work in production who don't even work directly with me in news, who I don't see nearly as much, like write long letters to me when they left about little things I did that I didn't even remember until they brought them up, that I didn't think were much, that meant the world to them. And it was a good reminder to me that, you know, people are watching, people are taking notes. I feel like I know how to do a lot of things in life, but I don't know how to be a caretaker. And I have an 87-year-old dad and a 60-year-old sister, and they both need help. And when my dad said to me about 8 months ago, he said, you know how you always said, if I ever need a caretaker to say the word? Well, I'm saying the word. I need some help. It's kind of intimidating. But I've got my wife with me who can help, and I'll navigate all the problems. I think one thing I'm fairly good at is I know how to bring joy to people's lives. So I think I can bring a lot of joy to my dad and my sister's life. My wife and I were talking one night about what we would do over again in our lives. I was asking her, and she was telling me about all the things she would do differently in her life. And when she got to the end, she said to me, what about you, John? I said, what? She said, what would you change if you could do it all over again? And I had never thought of the answer to that before. And I thought about it for a couple of minutes, and this unbelievable observation hit my brain, which is when I really, really thought about it. I would name journalism as my major. I would go to the same college. I would get into TV news. I would be an anchor and reporter. And I would even pick Louisville, Kentucky, out of all the places out there to come to. And how many people can say that if they had to do life all over again, they would do the exact same thing? So I am really blessed, and what I would say to my Wave family is, thank you guys for helping me literally live a life of my dream that I would do all over again. And it's because of all the people around me who help me do this every day and join together as a team to make this happen, where I've lived a dream life.
You know how you said your scared to be a caretaker. You need to know that you've taken care of all of us.
No, you've taken care of me.
No. All of us here at Wave and the city beyond, the community, the people in your faith group, your neighbors, your friends. You've been taking care of all of us. You know how to do it.
I'm just trying to do, as they say in recovery, the next right thing. Great way to live our life, right? So thank you again to everybody out there who reaches out to me, and all, especially my coworkers, for helping me really, truly live a dreamed life every single day, except the day where I apparently wore pantyhose in the pool out there on Sunrise.
But,
okay.
you know, watching all of these the last 2 weeks, looking at your talents, talking about you, as I know for me, and I know the people at home, just kind of giving us a reason to be better. So.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I try to set up the people around me.
You do?
That's because you do that same thing to me, so.
No, thank you.
All right.
All right, we'll be right back.